Fuck Phobias, dude. Honestly, once it
Choke off of parry for a huge amount of stamina.
once it goes down, it just doesn't come back up. It's really
He has
fucking
like
annoying.
fucking 60 damage heavies, dude. Can't tell.
No, he said something about gear, some type of fucking something to do with the game mode.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I gotta ping everybody. Whatever. All right. But you guys, if I don't know when it crashed, but you guys missed this. He can choke fucking people. Here, I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
Choke off of parry is what it was.
By
Yeah,
going into
dude.
Sifu stance. Holding Sifu stance helps
It's
you
like a
regain
parry
stamina.
combo.
From Sifu stance, you gain a number of different moves. From your parries, you gain different moves. All in all, just a very diverse move set with him. And right now, it looks like I'm getting spanked by this Valkyrie, and you'll see in just a second here. I get a
Watch
decent
this next
opportunity
move.
to counter and quickly dismantle. But before that happens, one thing I want to point out here is the damage
Watch this.
you're
Watch this.
about
Watch
to
this.
see, I
Oh!
would not consider to be fully accurate, and that's because I am in arcade mode. One thing I want to point out is that the way arcade mode works is difficulty is based on gear score. There's white gear, blue gear, purple gear, gold, and then teal. You pick an arcade level based on your gear. But during my time,
What is that?
I
Is
found
that running
playing
attack?
at an equal level, as in blue gear score versus
That's his
blue
own?
gear or gold versus gold.
Look, I have a stamina.
I was
Okay, they're
getting
right about the
absolutely
stamina thing.
stomped. And I think part of it is because of the
What?
random modifiers. A lot of times enemies.
So he
have
has
either fire
omnidirectional
damage or bleed
zones,
damage,
basically.
and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the gear I was using
Makes
at the
sense
event,
because the weapon, to be
was
honest.
like negative.
That's
on
a
debuff
that's an
as well,
interesting
'cause I would
design
get hit
choice.
Twice
Yeah.
in my entire health.
I don't know. I
bar
never thought
will
of
be
something like
filled with
that.
Fire. So I was like, okay.
Dude, he's fucking cool.
So basically,
I want
I'm fighting
him
blue gear
now.
score with gold gear score, and the damage difference is even more drastic than it would be in multiplayer, I feel. But regardless, it still gives you a chance to kind of see what Jongjun is
Okay, let me
capable
look
of.
at fucking
Right now, I'm obviously testing out his BM. You know, I feel that any
Testing out
character
Emo-Sam.
needs
Good.
to have
Good.
good BM potential.
gonna-
I don't feel
there you go.
Jongjun has very good BM potential.
You deserve
the one
that.
there, kind of
Testing
like
it.
it's like a mini Ra. That's okay.
Wow.
Aside
Oh
from
my
that,
God,
his other
this is
emotes
gonna be a
not
Rahul.
very
You
good
can do a
on the
Rahul
BM.
video
You know,
right
we
off
kind of
the
have a
bat
Snickers walk
with this
thing
bitch,
going on
dude.
with this one, but still,
I'm already doing
nothing to really
Montiandi.
write home about.
No,
Going back
no,
into his
with
moveset
Nuxia,
though, some
you gotta
things that I
see this
really
shit.
did like.
Oh, okay.
Fucking headpiece
Perhaps my
he has
favorite,
on.
and I'm sure
You
it
gotta-
happens somewhere in the video, but
It's
you can
Rahul's
do
wife.
a Sifu stance.
That's what we're doing with
into zone
Tiandi's.
left to right, and
It's
then follow it
better
up
with
with a
Nuxia,
second
dude.
zone that
Really?
goes right to
Okay.
left.
Yeah, you gotta see
So-
this shit.
Visually, they both come out very fast.
Is that
It's like
hyper
zone
armor?
attack,
Whoa,
zone attack,
whoa, whoa.
opposite direction.
Okay, so you gotta click on it. You gotta do it.
So
You just gotta see what I'm
visually,
talking
they
about.
both come out
Yeah, he has
very
hyper armor
fast.
on that
It's like
move.
zone attack, zone attack.
Yeah,
Opposite
I'm talking about
directions,
Nuxia, you
I
gotta
think
see
is
this.
going to really catch people off guard. All of his start-up moves.
like watching, like, the
starting a
first
chain
I'm
with
watching
heavy,
Yangyun.
hyper
Hold on. I
armor.
want my audience
If
to
you're
see all
finishing
this.
a chain with a heavy, you get an unblockable. On top of that, you know, we have an advancing, like a forward and A into heavy attack, a side A heavy attack, and those can be chained as well. From zone, you can chain into heavy. There's a lot to like
Wow.
about this guy for sure. And
I will be
if we're
playing a lot
speaking
of this
frankly,
character.
his moveset really does, like you play with his moveset, and then by comparison, you like look at Shigoki and you're like,
Oh, that's
sweet little
fucking
child, just go to
retarded.
sleep now. It's okay. No one needs you anymore.
Nuxia
Even Warlord, like
fucking
you guys know I'm a
crap
Viking main.
with the fucking
I'll
sword
probably
works on
play
counter moves
Jongjun
like superior
over
block.
Warlord just because his moveset
And parrying?
is so diverse. He's bringing so much to the table. I mean, it definitely helps that he's basically Papa Wandu. But
What?
you know, he felt
is
strong.
this?
He has the choke off a parry, which was a huge amount of stamina drain. Personally, I feel a little bit too much, but I will reiterate that I think we need to see. I don't know how accurate.
This is
numbers
fucking
are.
I'm concerned about the choke off the
These characters
parry. It
weren't
sounds
set
like
up
it's
in
going to be a
training mode.
CC
Ideally,
move.
That's what I wanted to capture. I wanted to get them in training mode, similar to how I did with both Shaolin and Tiandi, but I was not able to, unfortunately. So this is
Oh
what
my
we got
God,
to go
she's
on for
fucking
now.
stupid, dude.
But you know, definitely gonna be a lot of fun to play. In particular, I really want to try out his isolator.
Why do you
perk.
get knocked down? Oh,
If
okay,
you
he's
go
a
back to the
beat
start of the
or
video, you can
something.
look at that. But basically, what it does is it like creates a smoke ring basically around.
Okay, so
whoever
it's not a
you
hidden
target with it.
stance. Either that or he didn't detect that
You
guard
can't
break
go
properly.
into that smoke ring in a sense. So it's like you
These
find
heavies, they
somebody
have a lot of guard break
and-
frames, honestly.
I mean, it's basically like
The hyper
you know,
armor
I
looks
don't
really
care who else is
nice.
here to fight me. It's you versus me, everybody else fucks off. Which sounds really cool if it actually works how I think it's going to work. But you know, nice zones, good feint potential.
What is that animation?
Executions were pretty flashy. All in all, I think he's going to be a strong entry into For Honor. But that's
probably gets
basically
execution
some
off those
of
side
my
dodge
thoughts on the
zones.
character. If you want to see the Nuxia video, make sure to check that one out as well.
It's going to show
Either
for
way,
next
at this
3
point,
minutes.
I have said my piece, so I'm going to go ahead, cut off the mic, let you guys watch the remainder of the video.
Let's watch this.
Let me know your thoughts down below on the character. I'm hoping to get some more solid footage of him as we get a little bit closer to the Marching Fire update. But either way, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, slap that thumbs up, and we will catch you next time.
Was that new Warden gear? Or am I just looking at this strange? Did he not get staggered in revenge off that ledge? Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say. What the fuck, man? Well, okay. Stamina regenerates faster in this stance. The startup has a dodge property. So, oh, fuck. It is a hidden stance. Fuck. They did it. They made another defensive mechanic. what, I don't know what to tell you, Ubisoft. I'll have to see in practice. Okay. Have uninterruptible stance. Heavy openers. Wait, let me tap in. Does Warlord say that too? Uninterruptible startup. During the startup time. What is the difference between those? Huh. Also, everything the finisher is unblockable. Probably guard break vulnerable, yeah. So it's probably not the exact. Well, we saw it earlier when he backstepped. I'm not gonna backtrace to it, but it's basically another hidden stance. But
it's fucking dumb. I don't know how I feel about Nuxia, dude. She has a mechanic where she can basically negate a counter that you performed.
What is this? Extended dodge. The mighty backlash. What is mighty backlash though? Oh, that's the shift into backwards. I'm assuming. Okay. Chain light attacks to a Sifu pose. Yes, Sifu pose. Chain light attack. So it's kind of like what they did with Shaolin. I'm definitely gonna. This looks cool. Regardless of my concerns, it looks cool. I'm nervous about this thing. This is what I'm most concerned about here.
I'm more nervous about Nuxia, dude.
I'll look at her.
Fucking... Although you gotta see about the whole fashion I was talking about.
What is that? Move! Hold up, we're backing up here. Back up. What is that? What is that? Okay, so it can be guard broke through that backstep thing. Okay. And the hyper armor seems to be very easily interrupted. So I don't know about the viability of this character, honestly. See? God, he feels tanky though. Who's pinging me? What do you want, kid? Okay, I'm. I think you guys read that correctly. We'll have to look at Nishia in a second.
Yeah. No, look at Nishia.
I'm still watching Young Yun. I want to get the in-depth. So that must be his zone, right? I wish this guy had damage indicators on. That would be really helpful. It would say heavy anyway. That looks like a parrier post, doesn't it? That execution looks good. God, does he look good. I thought Tiandi Flute kind of was like a little too graceful. I think Oates was talking about earlier from liking, but this is like a good balance between that. Yeah, what is that move? Oh, I see the execution. Well, fuck, man. Let's check out the other one now. We're on to Nashia. So what are your guys' thoughts on, before we move on Young Yoon?
What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and welcome back to another For Honor video.
All right,
And
we're watching
today we
Nashia
are
now.
taking a look at the Wulin's upcoming assassin, Nuxia.
Oh,
So the first thing I want to point out here is similar to Jeongjun. I do have the perks down at the bottom here.
Wait, on.
Is similar to Jeongjun.
Drops caltrips that deal damage to moving enemies and allies.
Do you not see the rule fast?
Target area. Oh my god, yeah.
Do have the perks down at the bottom here. You
Deal more damage in close quarters combat against an enemy who's... What does that mean? Huh?
can see the icons for some of them.
Isn't this entire game supposed to be close quarters with the exception
Yeah.
of
No, they didn't. Oh no. No. No.
They gave an assassin thick blood.
To have the perks in the game. Threat of Fate in particular looks pretty crazy.
Bind an enemy. Bound enemies can't run. Sprint or oh no. Match. Oh, dude, you know what this is? Oh, I can see this comp already existing. Warden Nashia. You've popped Threat of Fate, and then you have the Warden just fucking beam them. Both of them have thick blood, so it negates Shaman gank. Ah!
Crazy prevents an enemy from running, sprinting, or rolling
Slip
away.
through?
So
Okay.
basically,
Take
it's
down.
the dream you've all been waiting for.
What is
when
that
it comes
shit? Who
to
cares?
hunting down that Orochi.
Deal damage increase over time to an enemy and their nearby allies, only if their allies are nearby. That's an interesting... Is this a passive, though? Or an active? This is a really interesting isolator. Huh. Well, last time it was full screen. Fucking... The stream crashed, so I don't want to do that. Sorry. How much my fucking 10 kilobyte
but either way, definitely a lot of interesting stuff on this character, and she's definitely one of the more unique entries as she brings a completely new mechanic into the game in the form of trap attacks. You'll see those as soon as we get in. Similar
Trap
to the
attacks.
video, I'm going to pause.
Traps are gay.
Stuff. Once again, we are playing through arcade mode here. I am at gold gear rank versus blue gear rank, so don't take the damage numbers you see as gospel. I would say they're inaccurate. But going in depth with traps, the way traps work.
I'm heading up.
See you, Moram. All right, I don't want to keep interrupting the fucking video, but let's look at this real quick. Traps are abilities that only hit opponents who are performing a block, superior block, deflector, parry. Oh, okay. So this is the guaranteed mix-up things on block I was hearing about. It seems to this is the hook, Huko. Chain starters. Any of the following moves can be replaced with the first strike, song, move, question jabs. Heavy finishers move your opponent. What? Okay, we need to look through this. I can't get anything from this. I have to...
Anytime you hit somebody with a trap, when they would be blocking, superior blocking, deflecting, or parrying, you get basically this free grab guaranteed damage type thing. Now you can go into a trap off of a heavy attack, or you can go into a trap off of a zone attack.
What?
But also, just about every single move in her kit can be used as a replacement for her starter. So from just about any maneuver you do, you can go into a trap, which gives her a lot of kind of free-form flexibility in how she's going to be played.
This sounds scary.
Aside from that, she has the basic assassin stuff, but we got some good.
Oh, I got some good emotes, fam. I agree.
Butterfly, and then we got the Nuxia shuffle, little wiggling around.
All right.
And I don't think I actually pull off
Those lights
a
look like
trap
low
attack
damage
until a little bit
considering
later in this
the game
video,
mode
just
he
'cause the
mentioned.
computers are rather spammy. But that kind of brings me to the next
Okay,
point.
there's a
I feel
heavies.
that at high levels of play, it's going to be incredibly strong because, you know, the basic way to stop getting hit by the trap attack is either
Oh, so
you
it's like
attack
letting your
through
skewer on the heavy
or
finisher. That's
dodge.
interesting.
If you block or you parry, it's going to hit, which parrying is, you know, that's 90% of what we see in high level play. Wow.
Yeah, I don't care
I
about
like that emote a
CJ.
lot.
This
But
whole
low
thing
level
with
play, I
Splice.
think it won't be as
Oh,
potent.
why does Splice care? Okay, sorry. Why does CJ care what Splice is? Like, I'm mad about Splice crying. Like, fuck off, honestly. Stop trying to get attention. But we're looking at cool heroes.
Only because people just spam attacks. Like when you're playing with your buddies that just got the game, they spam attacks. You don't really see parrying happening. So it's going to be interesting to see where she falls.
I don't know what
meta.
he's talking about.
In particular, I think we're going to see really, really strong potency in the form of 4v4. Because if you
Sit
think
execution.
about it, in fours,
Yeah.
you know, if you're getting
Hope he does
ganked by
both
2
of
or
them.
3 people, all you're
He only
doing
did
is
one
blocking and
Jungian
parrying.
one.
If you have a move that's meant to do damage,
This
through
looks like they have
block or parry,
quite a bit of
that's gonna be
iframes.
huge. And right there you can see I kind of went for the trap. The Raider just went for a swing, and of course the trap did absolutely nothing. So there's definitely a bit
counterplay.
of practice. That people
Whoa,
are
that's a
gonna need
parry
with her.
reversed.
Off of a parry, she gets a special light
Is it
attack
mirror?
that
These
does
weapons look
a
kind of janky,
pretty
dude.
sizable chunk of damage. On top of that, we got kind of the side-to-side.
So they
dash
made a
attack
whole new
similar to
mechanic
how
for
we
this
have
character.
Berserk. Her
That's kinda
zone
cool.
Is decent. It's got a lot more range on it than you think. You can see right there. She basically connects the swords via the hooks. We of course also have a dash deflect where like you dash into the weapon, follow up with an attack. And all in all, it makes her definitely a strong entry into Assassin. And I think that she is going to probably outplay the Shaman in terms of the gank scene, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
Because of how
Thick
the trap
blood.
attack works. In particular,
saw
I feel
two?
like the trap zone attack is actually a bit stronger. Let's see, is this the
I
one
still
that-
don't understand the trap mechanic yet. I'm
Yes,
trying to
I'm pretty sure
grasp
I
it.
did show off
If
both
anyone can
trap
follow
attacks
with
here
it.
because we have these NPC guys. So, oh, that one just died instantly. Let's see if I do it.
Hmm. That's cool.
There we go. Boom! That is the zone trap. It does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that does
Given
look.
it's hard to see
It looks like a
damage
CC
numbers while
move.
we're in arcade
On.
mode.
But what that means is if this trap mechanic works the way it is, that's guaranteed off of whatever her overhead thing is she just did. Let me play it backwards so you can get a idea of this. Okay, see, he's initiated this move. If that's all it takes to get a pin like that, that's basically a scent pin, right? Does that sound about right to you guys? That's what I'm assessing from this.
That is the zone trap. It does a lot of damage. Given it's hard to see damage numbers while we're in arcade mode, my guess would be it does somewhere in the range of about 30 damage.
It looks.
The zone into trap, it's quite potent. The heavy into trap does decent damage, but not that much. I'd say that was closer to the low to mid 20s, probably around 23, while the zone is closer to like a 20.
I don't know.
Once again, these numbers are just purely guessing.
How easy do you think
It's
it'd be to
hard
land the
really
trap
say
moves?
based off the numbers that we're seeing in
And
arcade
are they guaranteed? I don't understand how this works.
to get the other zone. I'm pretty sure I do one against.
I don't know. Is it me or is their animations look kind of gay?
Let's see here. Oh, there we go. You can see I'm trying to do the zone attack, but against computers, you know, with their super secret AI, they just keep attacking. So it's like, you know, you'd expect them to block or parry, and they just don't.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So it's punishing you for being defensive. That's a good. All right.
But either way, I mean, as an assassin, I think she is definitely going to be very strong in the 4v4s. Competitive, she's going to be huge, especially at the high levels, because, you know, do you just attack through, or do you block, or do you parry? You don't quite know. But either way,
That would
I think
mean
that kind of wraps it
no.
up.
That
I
means
know
if
that
she
that
hold up. That means if she doesn't attack off sides, it's the opposite of how unblockables work. You know, if you think of sent pin, you know, and it's like you either parry the charge jab or you get pinned. The sound of this, it sounds like you have to not parry this or else you get countered. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's what I'm grasping from this.
More traps will come later in the video that you guys will be able to see. Computers were very attack happy, so
Yeah, because he mentions that a lot. Attack happy.
pull them all off. But either way, I think I've talked enough. So similar to Zhangjun, I do think I'll have another chance to try and get some footage of these
the zone,
characters,
probably.
before Marching Fire is released, and basically a more in-depth look.
Is that a revenge popping animation, or is that another
training
move?
similar to the other videos, and that'll be.
See, when they're mid-attack, even when they're point blank, the traps don't work. You see that?
But either way, thanks for coming
So as
by
long as you're in
watching,
attack
guys.
animation, it looks like it negates it
As
completely.
Always, if you did, make sure to leave a like, and we will catch you next
So
time.
it's really just for people who don't want to do anything. Well, we'll see if this character has the ability to catch rolls later. They probably thought about that ahead of time, just looking at what they did with Warden reworks, and they probably thought about with the Kensei rework with Nature's Wrath, but you know Nature's Wrath doesn't have undodgeable or hyper armor or anything, so it doesn't do anything. But it could have been used for that purpose. See, look at that. That closes the gap, right? That's a running attack, probably. All right. It looks like a variable zone, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's a heavy. Okay, the last thing was a heavy because that's hooked onto him. Didn't even bury that. Well, do the thing. Okay, and it has some kind of whip recovery. If that's the iframes on the dodge attacks looks really good. They look better than Peacekeepers for sure. He hasn't shut off the deflect or anything. This is supposed to be assassin, right? I'll probably actually go to sleep after this. I'm not sure if I'll keep playing. Oh, is this the one? Oh no, it isn't. So she has more than 2 executions, it looks like. She does have a deflect. That's obvious, I guess, for an assassin. See, look at that. As long as they're in the middle of an action, it looks like the trap is completely... You see that? Ooh, that was the deflect. That was the deflect. It must have been. That's the throw. That's cool. Wow. I don't know what to think, dude. What are you guys' assessment on the new characters? I want to hear some opinions. I guess I could finish like one more game just to keep you guys occupied. I think you're mistaking the Solar. I think you're mistaking the trap for the actual. I think it has range, but it's completely negated by all active attack frames, dodge frames, and I guess guard breaks. It looks like. My question is, can you feint the trap? Because then that becomes interesting. What this looks like at most for me, I think the trap is going to be gimmicky and is just going to play into her out of stamina pressure. But I think she's going to be meta in 4v4 for her trap move and for thick blood. And for that 3rd tier feat, probably. That's probably going to be good. I think all the Chinese heroes, besides... What do you think Shaolin have for feats? Yeah, he doesn't have good feats over the other 3. I think they're all going to be meta tier heroes for 4v4. Or they've been designed for the breach mode. Well, okay. Ren, I think you have to understand, when we played breach mode, when we looked at the trailers for Shaolin and Tiandi, these characters made no sense to us. And when we got onto the actual characters in the breach test, it started to come all together, you know? The trap looks reactable. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the best, it looks like out of stamina pressure. I'm curious if it's hard feintable or if it's soft feints or something. Yeah, and the All Fire's choke looks like it's just for stamina drain. It said in the keyboard or sorry controller inputs it's X after parry. So, but that would mean he has a CC move after a parry, doesn't it? Like, you know? No, it takes. Des, you're looking at this really close-minded. I think it just takes one move to make a character broken one aspect, and we'll have to see that in action. I could probably point out a few things, but they definitely seem viable. Nashia looks like a worse PK. She looks significantly better than PK for 4v4 at least. Maybe not better 1v1 Gary, but better for 4v4. They're like C tier. I showed the footage of the heavy already. Do you want to watch it again or what? Because I know some people. Yeah, there's probably gonna be like reaction videos to fucking like people do with the breach test thing. I think I never got that. Like we already knew we're not called council plebs here. We knew we were in the breach test. All right, you guys. Oh, some of you came in late. You didn't get to see it. All right, I can do that for you. Let me pull it back up. In 1v1, realistically, it seems like hmm. Okay, if you want a 1v1 assessment, I'm gonna say they both have decent out of stamina. Or sorry, Nashia has good out of stamina pressure, and Youngyun has good out of stamina drain. I want to say like this is gonna be maybe a good way to segue from Shiguki and Centurion and Warlord. So it's probably gonna be a character I'll be very interested in. You know. Or do you want to watch the whole video, or do you want to see just the
What is happening,
parts?
guys? Cowboy here, and today we're going to be taking an early look.
I'll skip ahead a little bit since
We were allowed to show very limited things.
I'll
The
play all the
preview event was
characters.
mainly just showing off arcade mode, but I was able to snag these perks real fast because I
Oh
know
yeah,
folks will
sorry, I should show off
be
the
going through
perks.
all the perks. Is going to be awesome.
Hold on, let me. I should
Blue faction, Jeongjun. Now, Jeongjun
long
initial impressions.
range. Give a damage boost to everyone around you. The damage boost is stronger when you are outnumbered. Huh. So this is going to be a theoretical. I dare I say the buzzword death ball counter. So if your friend's being 1v4, you just show up with him, and then suddenly he has a massive damage boost. And how if this is Tiandi we're running in this comp, Tiandi's on critical with rally call and an even odds boost. Could you imagine the damage output that would give? Holy fuck! I dread to think about these feats. Oh, there's no free copy on Steam that I know of. Nashia has a whole other mechanic, by the way. Well, I won't judge any of the characters for their viability or how they're made until you actually play them.
He's going to be awesome. Ton of fun to play.
Deadly, probably not going to use that.
We're going to be jumping in depth into him in
Speed
this video.
revive. He's a
One thing
heavy.
I
He's
want to
gonna
point
have
out
it.
right now
So
is at the start of the
that's gonna be interesting too. Is picking between that first feat I just showed you and that. Now this is interesting. After holding the master rest stance for 2 seconds, you reduce stamina cost and augment stamina regen for everyone around you. God, who are the vanilla characters gonna even matter with all these team buff feats? Like fuck, man.
the video, I'm going to be going through all the perks. We were allowed to show very
Inspire, you know, basic
limited
shit.
things. The preview
Revenge
event was
attacks.
mainly
It's kind of like a
just showing off.
Nobushi Warlord mix, if that's what I'm gathering. Healing wave. Create a healing wave of 15 HP for every ally around. Now, is this a one pop thing or is this a passive? Not like a passive. This is like an aura that it's probably just shit. Is all you know.
Arcade mode, but I was
Tough as
able
nails.
to
Probably they'll be
snag
using
these
second
perks
one.
real
Okay.
fast because I
God,
know
he's got
folks
good
have been
feet
curious
set
about
up.
it for a while.
Right. I talked about this one when we started it. Um, I talked about this when we were looking at this earlier. Creates a semicircle on the other side of a target. Semicircle on the other side of target that create a wall of smoke that stuns everyone across it. So it's like that one SCP with the pocket dimension, but it just fucking blinds you. Like the one fight from The Witcher, the vampire fight. Nashia's gimmick. Too, Nashia's gonna be too gimmicky. Oh no, she looks. Even if she's okay, the she's gonna be a good 4v4 character. I can assure you that, because that means if how this would work is I get a character with unblockable, and I because the way chain parries work, I'll have my teammate throw the unblockable into the enemy, so the enemy's forced to parry it, and they'll chain parry along with Nashia's trap, and then he will go into a CC pin because of that, and then die them. All Father seems too reactable. I don't know, dude. Those omnidirectional zones, he's definitely gonna be. Even if you think he's too reactable, I think that's more of a 1v1 concern. He looks very, very good in 4v4. He has unblockable chain finishers. This is like Berserker, big Berserker, big Berserker Bushi.
In addition to that, as soon as this match
Fire
starts, I'll be
Blast,
pausing and
Phalanx.
going through his entire moveset as well. For those that want to pause the video, take screenshots, upload it to Reddit, whatever you want to do. Either way, I did have a chance to go hands-on.
I don't
with him
play
for
duels
quite
that
a
much, dude.
while,
I
and
couldn't get
my
over it if
initial
he's not
impression
good
is
in
that he is
duels.
going to be a very, very entry.
I put 27
a very
reps on the
entry,
Raider,
a very
dude.
strong entry into a lineup of heavies. He has a lot in his perk kit that I feel supports deathballing, like things like regenning stamina for teammates, regenning health for teammates.
Let's look at this real quick. Heavy attack cancel and follow up. Right stick. What is right stick for me if I'm keyboard mouse? So he can. I'm assuming he soft feints his. Does that mean he can't feint? Is he conquer? I hope he can hard feint things for sure. That'd be very frustrating to play. So he cancels Heavy's attacks in the Sifu pose. Or no, sorry, that's C for me. That's the hidden stance. That's right, right. So he cancels his Heavy in the hidden stance. So it's like Nobushi, right? Okay. And then he goes into a stamina regen pose. All right.
But despite that, he also has stuff for a more solo playstyle. Things like
Yeah,
Fire
on keyboard
Flash,
mouse
things
we
like
say C
Isolator,
and it's
Second
full
Wind,
stance.
stuff that's going to let you kind of go.
All right, let's look at more of these. Cancel a two-fold slash. Not in guard mode. Left stick, right trigger. What is that? Is that running attack? So he can cancel. So it's a cancelable running attack. What does it sound like? Am I assessing this right? Chain openers, fatal swirl. Oh, sorry.
Around and be an offensive heavy if you choose. As for his playstyle, he has a very feint-heavy moveset. A lot of how you play him works around something called
No, he's going to be
Sifu
more like
stance, and
Nobushi than
basically what you can
Highlander.
do is cancel out of your heavies, or
I think hidden
cancel
stance
out
lights
the
and
recovery
heavies.
time on your heavies or lights by going into Sifu
Like feinting
stance.
with hidden stance
Holding
lights.
Sifu stance helps you regain stamina. From Sifu stance, you gain a number of different moves. From your parries, you gain different moves.
Okay.
All in all, just a very diverse moveset with him. And right now, it looks like I'm getting spanked by this Valkyrie, and you'll see in just a second here. I get a decent opportunity to counter and
Okay,
quickly
see, that's the feint in the
dismantle.
Sifu stance.
But before that happens, one thing I want to point out here is the damage you're about to see, I
This is
would
the
not
choke.
consider to be fully accurate, and that's because I am in arcade.
Okay, I'm gonna assess this move in the first place. See, the way this is gonna work. All right, let's back it up real quick. This is concerning for me. This is gonna be a CC move, but
I would not
okay, he has no hyper armor on this, so that means he can be interrupted out of this. Is what I'm assuming.
consider to be fully accurate,
But then,
and that's because I am
okay, so it's gonna be like Highlander's caper toss, basically. Yeah.
in arcade.
All right, that's
One thing I
bearable.
want to point out is that the way
Okay.
arcade mode works is difficulty is based on gear score. There's white gear, blue gear, purple gear, gold, and
I don't know
teal.
though, but
You pick an arcade level based on
parry
your
combo
gear.
into it.
During my time at the event, I
All
found
right. This is. We gotta look at this real quick because this is interesting.
teal. You pick an arcade level based on your gear.
What the fuck is this
During my
move?
time at the event, I found that playing at an equal level, as in
So I'm assuming the cancel we read about back there. Maybe it cancels the second part of that attack. Is that what I'm?
gear score versus
Okay, those are
gear
zones. He's
gold versus
omnidirectional
gold,
zones. It looks
I was
like.
getting absolutely stomped, and I think part of it is because of the
There's a
random
weird
modifiers.
animation
A lot of
thing,
times
too.
enemies had either fire damage
God.
or bleed damage, and I'm pretty sure the
Definitely
gear
a
I was
running
using at
attack.
the event was like negative on debuff resistance, because I would get hit twice and my entire health bar would be filled with fire. So I was like, okay, fuck this. So basically, I'm
Wait, hold on. Did you hear what he said?
sure the gear I was using at the event
Gear I was using at the event.
was like negative on debuff
Negative
resistance, 'cause
debuff
I would get hit
resistance. But aren't they scapping gear? Or is that? Why are they making gear for these characters if they plan on scrapping it anyway?
twice and
I don't
my
know.
entire health bar would be filled with fire. So I was like, okay, fuck this. So basically, I'm fighting blue gear score with gold gear score, and the damage difference is even more drastic than it would be in multiplayer, I feel. But regardless, it still gives you a chance to kind of see what Jongjun is capable of. Right now, I'm obviously testing out his BM. I feel that any character needs to have good BM potential. I don't feel Jongjun has very good BM.
I'm concerned about that.
one
Okay,
there
so
kind of
what you just saw there is he did the double heavy chain, which chained into a heavy finisher. That's a cool concept. This is something I'd like to see on like on a Warlord rework, maybe. Because what advantage do you have to fucking heavies that slow? No, it'll probably be a weird build in between, right? But I don't know, man. They did have gear stats in tech test. Not you weren't able to use the gear stats, but they had them on the actual. They had like lootable gear stats that you were able to equip it, even though the gear stats were disabled. But I digress.
like
They
it's like a
as
mini Rob,
placeovers.
that's okay. Aside from that, his other emote.
Hold on, let's see this again. Was that a three-way move?
Jongjun has very good
One,
BM potential.
two,
the one there, kind of like it's like a
And then he
mini
changed
Rob,
into his
that's
zone
okay.
into another heavy finisher.
Aside from that,
Okay.
his other emotes not very good on the BM. We kind of have a
Yeah, there's
Snickers
weak
walk thing
boom.
going on with this one, but still nothing to really write home about. Going back into his moveset though, some things that I really did like. Perhaps my favorite, and I'm sure I
That's
have
the
this
lighter
somewhere
post,
in
I'm
the
assuming.
video, but you can do a Sifu stance.
Or maybe
into
zones
zone
after
left to right,
parries
follow it up with
become
a second zone
unblockable.
that goes right to left. So visually, they both come out very fast. It's like
Ooh,
zone attack, zone
you can
attack.
backstep
Opposite
into a
directions, I think, is going to
heavy,
catch people off
which
guard.
means kind of like
All of
Highlander.
the start-up moves. If you're starting a chain with a heavy, you get hyper armor. If you're
Okay, that's
finishing
the
a
execution
chain
you
with a
guys are
heavy,
talking
you get
about.
unblockable. On top of that, you know, we have an advancing, like a forward and A into heavy attack, a side A heavy attack, and those can be chained as well.
God, this looks
From
like a cool
zone, you can
character.
chain into heavy. There's a lot to like about this guy for sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree with him. Like I was on board with Tiandi, but now I'm looking at this and going, "Fuck, why even bother?" This is like, I don't know, dude. I like my head. I like my headbutt on Warlord. I like that neutral chip pressure with the harassing, but this feels, this looks good. I'm interested in this. Tiandi still has the, kind of that familiarity with Warlord for me, but see Slobber.
If we're speaking frankly, his moveset really does, like you play with his moveset, and then by comparison, you like look at Shigoki and you're like, oh, sweet summer child, just go to sleep now. It's okay. No one needs you anymore. Even Warlord, like you guys know I'm a Viking main. I'll probably play Jungjun over Warlord just because his moveset is so diverse. He's bringing so much to the table. I mean, it definitely helps that he's basically Papa Wandu. But you know, he felt strong. He has the choke off a parry, which was a huge amount of stamina drain. Personally, I feel a little bit too much, but I will reiterate that I think we need to see. I don't know how accurate numbers in arcade mode are. And these characters weren't set up in training mode. Ideally, that's what I wanted to capture. I wanted to get them in training mode, similar to how I did with both Shaolin and Tiandi, but I was not able to, unfortunately. So this is what we got to go on for now. But you know, definitely gonna be
His stamina
a lot of fun
regen
to play.
rate looks really good.
I really want to.
Hold on, his stamina regen rate, unless there's like some type of feats or something in the play here, it looks really good. Looks above average.
His isolator perk.
Without a stamina regen, I should say. Sorry.
Video, you can look at that. But basically, what it does is it like creates a smoke ring basically around whoever you target with it.
I'm concerned about that move. It doesn't look good.
Smoke ring in a sense. So
you can get guard broke through his hidden
somebody
stance.
And
how predictable is
like
it? Because then you would just.
I don't care who else is here to fight me.
You would just guard break on the same time as the heavy. Like, okay, I'm doing heavy, and some guy goes to a guard break, but I cancel into my Sifu stance. When he just guard breaked me anyway, because I'm in a dodge frame. Like, I don't know.
It's you versus me. Everybody else fucks off.
His heavy's
Which
gonna ignore
sounds really cool.
superior
if
bot.
it actually
Doesn't make
works
sense to me.
how
It
I
looks
think it's
too
going
slow
to.
for that. Oh god, that flicker. That looks good.
But you know, nice zones, good feint potential. Executions were pretty flashy. All in all, I think he's going to be a strong entry into For Honor. But
Yeah, honestly,
basically
his zone seems like to be the only fast move he has. It's just like an Arkensei.
some of my thoughts on the character. If you want to see the Nuxia video, make sure to check that one out as well. Either way, at this point, I have said my piece, so I'm going to go ahead, cut off the mic, let you guys watch the remainder of the video. Let me know your thoughts down below on the character. I'm hoping to get some more solid footage of him as we get a little bit closer to the Marching Fire update. But either way, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, slap that thumbs up, and we will catch you.
Okay. I see it now. I see it. I see the running attack. I can assume where the feint window is right from here.
Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, slap that.
There's the first one. Here's the second part.
We will catch
Done.
you next
I
time.
figured it out. All right. Moving on. He's got like the Shaolin guard break animations too. I think that's cool looking. Cool. So yeah, you do have that kind of dynamic, like someone was saying with Highlander, where you could bait into parries by canceling your first one. Cancel Mighty Backdash. I still don't know what Mighty Backdash is. Is it the time in between the Sifu stance? Like, can he cancel? Can you cancel a cancel? Is that what he's able to do? See, there he is. He did it. I was right. Okay. Did I have hyper armor? Hold on. I know I'm pausing this a lot, but we gotta analyze this bit by bit. I still didn't see it. Sorry. Alright, yeah, he canceled it there. You can see the hard feint. Alright. Oh, because it's a heavy finisher after his zone, probably. Yeah, 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 okay, okay, okay. So he backsteps into the Sifu. Hmm. The heavy finisher. Okay, but the heavy finishers don't have hyper armor. Huh. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. What looks interesting about this character is the concept of momentum. It looks like he's gonna be always attacking if you know how to utilize the Sifu stance properly. But he's not gonna be spamming like fast moves like Zerker. He's just gonna be like just doing the slow, wavy thing, and then he occasionally throws in this zone that uses half his stamina. Look at that. So he's got oh, so he's a separate zone finisher. It looks like that's what I'm gonna assume. Hmm. And you can target swap between those. Oh, that's so cool. No, Warden doesn't have hyper armor. It's probably I'll show you why the Warden have hyper armor. I can show you exactly why. See? He has a passive on with his arcade mode. This is gonna be like this really does play a lot like Nobushi. Oh my god, this is I think this combines like most of the characters I like. I am gonna miss my little warlord chip damage. I did mention that, but what is that? The animation looks weird. I don't trust that. I don't know, man. All right, see Oats. Do we want to look at Nashia again and analyze her, or are we content? No, I don't think he has Hyper Mars finisher. Do you want to watch it again? Oh, it's not the right one. You want to see Nashia? Did you just come in or something? Okay. That's gonna be cool. Alright, this is parry post, so we went through this. So he can follow up with the retreat thing after finished attacks too. But that's not gonna prevent him from being whiff recovery. Or recovery punished, is it now? Definitely gonna be interesting 4v4 character. But it seems like it's gonna be like another Nobushi or Raider where you just can't attack until you're in revenge other than one specific move. You know? Alright, I'll show Nashia next. Where is... Hold on. Alright guys, on to Nashia for a second time. More Udic Skunder than Lawbringer. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, alright.
What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and welcome back to another For Honor video. And today we are taking a look at the Wulin's upcoming assassin, Nuxia. So the first thing I want to point out here is similar to Jiangjun. I do have the perks down at the bottom here. You can
Okay, let's. I went through all their feats. Let me assess these. Plus, some nice placeholders, UB. Great job.
upcoming assassin, Nuxia.
Caltraps. Caltraps. What are caltraps? I feel embarrassed. I'm looking this up on my phone. Like a spike or something? Oh, it is a spike. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. I know what these are. All right, all right. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought they are. Um, that deals damage to moving enemies and allies.